hold them there. Randall's having a hard time. Deb is succeeding.
I am. There we go.
Everyone's holding spoons on their nose. Randall has the first to drop. Rob is moving back and forth quite aptly.
My secret is double-sided tape.
My secret is also tape.
I am not tape.
I tried this earlier and I could not do it.
So everyone's a cheater.
I am a cheater. I'm a dirty cheater.
Earlier, I was like going through my utensil jar, trying to find. I'm trying on different spoons. I'm like, oh shit, I haven't done this in a long time.
I should have picked a tiny little dessert spoon.
That's what I did.
A ladle. I should have done ladle.
Kate's is still on. I'm actually quite impressed. We are like, this is like a minute almost of basically being on. Good job, Kate.
I have a giant spoon in my kitchen that's like half
really
the length of my body. I should have used that one. I think of this now.
Just spoon.
Definitely tape.
Did you just take off some skin from your nose?
A little bit. It's
Well, it's
exfoliating.
no skin off my nose.
We've got a facepalm and we haven't even had a single word of actual session yet.
Nice.
I hate all of you except Randall.
This is the correct response.
Yes.
I will say the spoon was my idea, so I don't know if that makes you.
I hate
that
all
makes
of
you
you.
retract.
I hate all of you
okay.
now. Welcome back to Ryam, everyone. Thank you for joining us as I contemplate my life decisions that brought me to this point in my life.
You did this to yourself.
I know. 55
You
episodes.
chose this.
I chose this hell, yes. So, as is our tradition, everyone, we're going to go around and introduce ourselves. And the question for this week is, Gaffers, what is your character's bedtime routine? So take it away.
Alright.
I can go first.
Sure.
I'm Kate. I play Allie, our half kitsune, half tiefling monk. Allie's evening routine is pretty straightforward. She does a little bit of meditating, a little bit of stretching, face wash, moisturizer, braids her hair so that it doesn't get all tangled up while she's sleeping. Pretty simple.
I can go next because it's rather different. I'm Robert, and I play Nikki, the human wizard. So you remember when you were a kid, and you wanted to like stay up late to read or something? So you had like your little blanket over your head with your little flashlight. You thought you were so sneaky. Nikki just never stopped. There's no routine. She just gets in bed and starts reading, and she feels comfier with the blanket over her head at this point.
No. We know why she does it, because she's reading books that she's not supposed to. And I don't mean porno erotic. It's not porno erotica. She's reading like.
That's fair. That's fair. It's become a lot easier once her eyes started glowing to read at night, actually.
It's pretty funny. I'll go next. My name is Randall, and I play Kiki, the Kenku Tinkerer. Kiki has no bedtime routine. She could go to bed at 2 a.m. She could not go to bed. She sometimes forgets to go to bed. So her routine consists of maybe clearing the space immediately in front of her of whatever tools or parts are there and laying her head down. That's pretty much it. Like, she doesn't, she's so focused on her projects and thinking and tinkering that there really is none. Yeah.
Kiki has no bedtime routine because Kiki has no bedtime.
Yeah, pretty much. She's like non-circadian. She just...
Kiki has the hours her body forces her to pass out.
Oh, and she has that feature,
Mm-hmm.
Scoot, that you gave her. She only needs 3 hours.
Right,
so
that's why I said it's like the body's like, no, we're stopping now. And she's like, okay. Then
Yeah. For 3 hours, boom.
Long.
Yep.
I'll go last. I am Deb. I play Tessa, the Tiefling Paladin. So on most days, if it's not too exhausting, she does take time to write in her journal about the day, organize and clean her armor, and then when she finally hops into bed, her and Thrax would brush each other's hair, talk about the day, and then fuck each other's brains out until they both go into a sleep sex coma.
That does not suck.
Thrax
Well,
is
maybe it does.
Thrax is pretty identical, except it's a lot of brushing Bosco, because there's a lot of hair on that dog.
And confirm.
Yeah. But thank you, Gaffers. It was very enlightening. Now, as we know, last week we had a little fun adventure. We ruined a garden party. Bosco took a huge shit on a lawn. And we had a beach and a mountain cabin episode. Got a twofer. But at the end of the last session, as you came back, you received a missive from Stormzyre that this force of ships was coming to the peaks, run by a group called the Stewards of Lysanna. Then that's pretty much where we ended, so that's where we're going to pick up. So you folks are at the temple, and there's an Arakoa messenger that has come from Stormzyre, and they have just informed you that this is what happened. They await your questions or your concerns.
Is this fleet hostile?
Oh, very. The intention of this seems to be that they intend to take land and ground and establish a beachhead here.
How many warships do we have? Because I know I have the one in Goalsway. Do we have any additional ones besides that? I can't remember.
You have one ship in Goalsway.
Okay.
They tell you that it's at least a fleet of 5, possibly more. And one of them is a sort of commandeered dwarven battleship, which would basically be like a tricked out ironclad. So that's a problem for wood boats.
Big problem.
Kiki's like, maybe try diplomacy? And then she pulls out a bomb and she has the word diplomacy written on it. And she winks at the group.
Well, you're not wrong. Technically.
So there's a few things we should consider. One, we're obviously going to need to contact allies for this because we can't handle a flotilla invasion.
Can't we?
Tide freights, maybe?
2 ships, maybe. 5 ships, and 1 an ironclad, no.
Can we get some of those sea monsters from Tide's Breach?
Well, I was gonna say it'd be worth reaching out to the Wave Tender. But he shouldn't be our only contact, I don't think. I mean, we could ask other nations that have seafaring opportunities. We could also reach out to the Empress in Lysanna.
How far out is the fleet? How long is it going to take for them to get here?
They're not sure. Stormzyre has sent scouts to try to locate them, but the ocean is big and there's a large stretch of water between Lysanna and here. If the Empress knows about it, it would take her time to organize a response that would be able to get to you in time.
Right, but she might at least be able to do something if she were to know about it, she might be able to threaten their interests at home, and we could say, hey, the Empress knows. Here's what's going on at home for you if you don't turn around and leave right now.
These are exiled stewards.
Oh,
they have no interest in Lysanna anymore. The reason they are coming to the peaks is to try to acquire new holdings, because they believe the peaks to be weak and disorganized, and would be easy to hold ground and then make peace with somebody.
That's right, pretty much. So Kiki will ask the group whether we think our defenses are stronger on land or on sea, right? Because I could see, no pun intended, people want to meet them as they're coming and so on, but we only have 2 ships to their 5. So just throwing out where do we want to put down our, and we could do a multi-prong.
We
right?
could force them to. I mean, we could try and see if we can force where they're going to land.
We have a home field advantage if we stay on both land and keep the ships in Goalsway. That way, we can line weaponry along the shore. I feel if we just send the ships all the way out in the middle of the ocean, they're going to get killed.
No, I don't think we should send ships out to meet them. No.
Okay, just checking. Now we could consider someone harrying their ships or something like that, assessing and just fucking with them. Not a heavy damage person, but
somebody sneaky.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Tessa.
Yeah, obviously. I'm
In the
perfect
air,
for that.
maybe.
Just have you fastball special Alley onto the deck.
Allie just runs around below decks, picking holes in the wall of the ship. Smash, 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 smash.
I mean, honestly, it's not a terrible idea if a very, very small group gets into some of the ships unseen to try to take them down from within before they can even reach land.
Now, when you say small group, do you mean not very many people?
I mean us.
Or like short? Because I was thinking geckos.
No, I'm not putting the geckos at risk like that.
So Kiki also has another idea with the geckos. She's like, how we feel about aerial assault since they have flying carpets.
Very good.
Like,
Very good.
And if the ships have
Gecko Air
cannons,
Force.
I don't like it.
Well, the ships definitely have cannons, but they normally don't have much of a vertical range because you run into the deck. Typically
dwarven
can't fire
ships?
above like 30.
So
well.
one is in dwarven ironclad, the others are wooden.
Don't
like,
forget
galleons.
there are also going to be casters aboard.
True.
true.
I think that I don't think we're going to be able to fight them all that effectively on the sea. I think we could harry them, certainly. Make it so that their food supplies are spoiled, or make it so that, they're adrift at some point or another, make it difficult
Cover
for them to
everything in
together.
Fox P.
I'll start drinking water now.
That's a lot of pay. That's a lot of pay.
But, we're going to be a smaller force than them, so we need to slow down their arrival so that we have more forces here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to send out word for help. I think we should let the Empress know. Just, it seems like a good idea. Reach out to the wave tender and do what we can to slow them down before they get here.
Kiki's ready to light the beacons that we don't have. We never talked
Gondor
about
calls for
aid. The Free Peaks call.
I think
for
we
aid.
just sending stone. I think we just sending stone that shit.
Yeah.
No, Kiki really wants to build a big fire that everyone can see. But
He's like,
if you're going to go,
you don't understand.
if you're going to
She's
go the
already got the
practical route,
torch.
Kiki's gonna do it anyway. It's just
if you insist on being practical and efficient, she'll respect that.
I will say we might not want to ask Dosh for as much help with this one, and the only reason I say that is because we've just gotten past the people of the peaks thinking that Doshnaral wants to sign them to contracts all over again, and a Doshi force coming in, even to help, might be perceived as coming in under a guise to later take power. So I think we'd be better off not bringing in help from Dosh, but looking for help from other allies right now.
What about, we can probably ask the dwarves if they can reach out to some of their kin back. What is it, Duraheim?
Duraheim.
Yeah.
We could absolutely talk to the dwarves.
So Kiki, to that point about optics, Kiki's like, fuck that. Because she's basically like, is there going to be a Free Peaks? Like, what's more important? Is there going to be a Free Peaks for people to be in and complain about? Then, she's
Well,
like...
I think we have more than enough other allies that we can reach out to and should. I mean, yes, obviously, if we're in a pinch, we call on Dosh, but...
I would like everyone to make a history check, please.
History.
19.
Nice.
Oh, that would help if I had things open and dice
24.
out.
24. Wow, Robert.
16 plus 26. Wait, 27.
27 for Kiki.
Sorry,
Allie?
one sec. Roll20 was giving me trouble. 16.
Okay. As you folks begin talking about potential allies, it dawns on Kiki and Nikki that the only people that have like a significant enough navy that are going to be able to respond potentially in time are the naval craft of Anshin. Your other options would be dealing with the merfolk directly, or like as far as like naval power goes. As far as land goes, if you didn't want to ask on Tara, which is the sort of closest city to you allied, you could inquire into the Falklands, which is next door to them, which is not the Tieflings.
We have the Wolfwood.
The Wolfwood. There's lots of folks in the Falklands that would potentially be willing to help out. If you could get word to Thunderblade, they would probably be able to magically get you their people quick enough.
The issue is going to be to take out the ships, though, so we definitely need someone with a navy.
So I think we should focus on. Well, I mean, if someone has the forces and can do that, awesome. If they can even reduce, right? Like even reduce by one ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now we have inroads with all these people from the diplomacy stuff, right? So, and everyone's pledged. Hasn't everyone pledged defense?
Most folks have pledged support for the temple, not necessarily for the peaks. The other thing that Kiki and Nikki think with those roles is, Allie is right that on the open sea it's going to be hard, but man, amphibious landings are actually a huge bitch for the attacker. Like, it is hard to do that.
That's why Allie is suggesting that we force them to land in areas we want them to.
If we have that ability to force them, it's a great idea.
The other person you could reach out to is the Council of 10 in Kavis that are literally some of the most powerful dragons on the plane.
The original Gala.
Mm-hmm.
They have representation?
Lady Goldara was there.
Okay. I think we should probably ping as many people as we can.
Correct.
Because the odds are some people won't be able to help or won't be able to spare resources or get here quick enough, but we're probably going to need to set up some stuff on land and also have either Anshin or Tide's Breach help out with the naval aspect. At this point, I'm kind of with Kiki. Like, if the rest of the Free Peaks don't like that Anshin's helping, like, they can suck it up, Buttercup.
Well, I think they'd have less of a problem if it were out at sea. I think they would more of a problem if a significant force from Anshin made landfall.
Well, we can always try to, position, do you see where I'm pinging on the map? Like, kind of, outside there a little bit, so you can have the Anshin Navy not going into Goalsway, but kind of staying outside to protect anybody from getting in.
Got it. The line must be drawn here.
Kind of like the Helm's Deep
no further.
of the naval
everyone.
area there.
All right, everyone. So here's what we're going to do. For influence rolls, I would like you to roll either an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma check and ask who you are attempting to contact.
I can't do persuasion?
You can. I'll let Tessa do that. So, or an associated skill. So, deceit or intimidation is probably not going to work. So if you're trained in... This is a thing that's going to require training in persuasion to do. Otherwise, it's a raw int, wisdom, or charisma check.
I have expertise in persuasion.
Yeah, so you can roll that. And then just say who you are attempting to contact.
I will do Anshin
Okay.
then, since that one's pretty important.
Regular proficiency in persuasion.
That's fine.
Okay.
You just need to have... You need to have
Then
proficiency in it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oof.
I crit failed? With a plus 17?
Oh my. Do you have a point of inspiration?
I do.
Okay.
You're burning a point of inspiration. That's fucking stupid.
I'm gonna.
And you crit. Okay.
So, there we go.
You call on
At the
Shin,
bottom now, we're here.
and you get King Rin directly. Hello,
This is
Tessa.
King Ren. How may I help you?
Hey man, what's up?
Oh, hello, Tessa.
Asa, dude.
Wasabi.
So, first of all, hope you and the family are doing well.
We're doing wonderful, Tessa.
Having a little bit of an issue up here.
Uh-huh.
We are about to be invaded by a fleet of about 5 ships from the exiles of Lysanna.
Oh, well, that's not okay.
Do you think it'd be possible to send up some ships to help stave them off? We were
Oh.
grabbing other forces for land, but we don't have a ton in the way of navy. We just have the one big ship.
Of course. How many would you like?
We have one. There's 5 out there.
Everyone.
How many can you spare? I don't want to leave you undefended.
All right, we can send you a sizable force. Do not worry. There's I think there's a dwarven ironclad or 2 here, as well as some of our own ships. I'll send Dala with them.
Okay.
She
Can you
hasn't
spare
been out
like
in a while.
10
Yeah,
or 8?
8 is probably doable.
Okay, so the 8 plus 1 we have is 9. Okay, that should be enough. There's 5 coming in. Okay, thank you. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
I will send over some doshnices whenever I get a chance.
Ooh. Those would be good.
Yes. I still have the secret spice.
Spice. The spice must flow.
The spice must flow.
The spice must flow.
I might be seeing that this weekend.
It's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it was
good.
good.
Yeah.
So these ships are committed to, so it will just take them time to get like prepped and ready to go to come up there.
How long is it going to take to kind of go up the coast like that?
Not very long. It would take them traveling in formation, with some purpose, probably a couple of days just to get up there.
Okay.
To get like organized and there, it will take them a few days.
Are the scouts, or the Stormsire still have scouts looking at the fleet as they're coming in?
Yes, like as you folks are talking, they are trying to finding ships at sea is actually incredibly fucking difficult. So they are out there like trying to find them.
So,
Allie wants to reach out to the merfolk
Okay.
because she was the one who worked with the Wavesender most last time.
Feel free to roll me that check.
18.
What do you want to say?
What's my form of contact with him?
You're just sending a message.
You're lower. You're putting your head underwater and just shouting.
Screaming real loud.
Do you? You're speaking whale.
no.
So Allie
like that's
would more or
racist.
less be sending something along the lines of, Wavesender, I know when we last spoke, you had been working on some improved relations with the peoples of the coasts. We are unfortunately about to be invaded by a naval force. We'd like to discuss any interest you might have in allying with us on that front.
You get a response back that they'll see what they can do.
Kiki's like, tell them that they can fuck with land folk with impunity this time. Only those 5 ships, though.
Allie would have included in there that like she's not saying help us for free. It was an invitation to negotiate. What would be the terms of your allyship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll consider it and get back to you.
Okay.
Robert.
Those were definitely the big 2 that I wanted to make sure we reached out to. Tides Breach? Have we talked about reaching out to them?
That's the merfolk.
Okay.
What about the dragons? You could reach out to the dragons.
I will reach out to the dragons. I don't know if having a sugar dragon is necessarily an in with the actual dragons, but
Actual dragon Shia LaBeouf.
We already killed him in a different campaign.
We did. It's true.
He's very dead. He's dead.
Is he?
anyways, I think I will reach out to the gold dragon who's in the delegation.
Goldara.
Goldara, thank you. It's just int. Not great. Not the 10.
Nikki, do you need me to proofread your letter?
Apparently, yeah.
Wow, Tess is offering
No.
to proofread. Wow.
I'm trying to give you like advantage or something.
Make a persuasion check, Tessa.
29.
Yeah, you sort of look at Nikki's letter is more of like a research paper, and you're like, that's not how you do this. So go ahead and roll again, Nikki.
Okay, here we go. Come on, advantage. It's worse. Is this? Okay, so I have 2 thoughts here.
Okay.
Thought number 1 is we might be okay without them. Possibly. We've got a good fleet coming up from.
Who would want powerful?
Yeah.
Who would want powerful dragons on their side? That makes it too easy, says Nikki.
We gotta give the fleet from Anshin something to do.
Yeah, I mean, it might be totally fine. I do have a high level favor from the DM that I haven't burned. So if we think that it's worth burning to have me have aced this,
I think it's worth a favor. To
Okay,
be quite honest with you, I would say inspiration or
Point of inspiration.
I don't have any of those left.
Do you want one?
Are you
Do
allowed?
you
to
want some
give them to
inspiration?
people?
I've done it before.
Yeah, we've done it before. You can share resources.
Do you want to do a better roll? I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would
9
only
is
waste that
not
high level
ideal.
favor. I would only use that high level favor if things went south. Like if
Yeah.
like it's too early to burn something that valuable. So you can just have one of my points of inspiration.
Well, thank you very, very much.
Don't fuck it up. No
Alright.
pressure.
And the hit roll
Roll.
is 22. Much better.
Thank you, Dad.
So
Yep.
after a half day of working on this Tessa, Nikki finally gets that like a persuasive paper is different from an academic paper.
It's a persuasive essay versus a
Technical
full
writing.
report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you like to say to the dragon, the Council at Kavas, the Council of Ten as they are known as?
Well, I'm not sure we should trust me, first of all.
You're writing it, and Tessa can proofread
Just
it.
writing this. Okay. As long as Tessa can help. I would like to obviously detail the situation. We've got these ships coming in. We will be receiving some aid from the Navy of Anshin, but any support that you could lend would be greatly appreciated. In terms of recompense for their aid, was there anything that Goldara seemed particularly interested in?
Oh
Dragon
yes.
orgy.
They
I'm just kidding.
Oh, she was very interested in the dragon man that lived in your head.
oh
Threesome.
well, I can if we're looking to like set up an interview or something, I could almost certainly swing that.
Swing.
Make an insight check, Robert.
Yeah, I was gonna ask like what's the vibe of interested here?
Mhm. That is a good question to ask.
Bow, bow.
That's an 8, so
I mean, who wouldn't want to talk to a sweet fucking ice dragon?
okay,
Why doesn't?
I'm
let
gonna
me-
offer an interview, and to hedge my bets because I'm really not sure what the vibe is, I'll put a winky face.
Put. How about an interview over dinner and drinks?
There we go.
I hope
Yes.
that Kate is
Love
face
it.
palming and like head on the desk right now. Beautiful. Yeah, you send it, and Goldara responds that they have a they're sort of tied up with managing the getting the continent back together, but she does have a sort of company she can send you of Dragonborn, led by a commander who is very competent and she was sure he will do a good job. His name is Tim Mim, and they will be over presently.
God.
It's Tim.
Oh God.
We know Tim.
You know Tim.
Oh, we do.
We have yeah.
Yeah, we
We are
do.
familiar with Tim Mim.
He murdered
Just
some
the
guys for us.
Players know Tim, right?
No.
No, we
Our
met him
characters met him
in
when we were
Lysanna.
Lysanna,
Oh,
helping John and
You're
getting,
He
right.
celebrated.
getting the dildo back.
yeah. No, we do know Tim.
He celebrated Kiki. I remember that. She was like the hero of the moment, and
Yeah.
Yes.
he like threw a big party and stuff. So
Oh, this will be
yeah,
great.
There were fireworks. It was great.
That's right.
You got Allie High.
Oh, that's right.
What's not to love?
Yeah.
Oh, I was in a food eating
Yeah.
competition. That's right. Oh,
Good times in Lysanna.
Good times. You know, except for that whole like, death desert thing.
Well,
We don't talk about that.
The bad times.
The bad times.
Kiki, is there anyone you would like to reach out to?
So Kiki will happily consult with her colleagues about this. She doesn't tend to think in terms of nation states. So, who the dwarf that remember that just she was learning from and bonded and was hanging out. Where was that dwarf from?
He's an engineer that originally came from Doshnaral, but has been in the peaks. He's at the temple technically.
So Kiki has two thoughts that she'll run by her colleagues. One is, again, not thinking in terms of nation states, but she is interested in reaching out to the nearest engineers guild, be like, come play, build defenses.
That's a great idea.
As her
it's
first
actually,
thought.
fantastic idea.
Trebuchets for days.
Pretty much. So that's our first thought. The other was like reaching out to the werewolves because we have some contacts with those for land defense.
The Von Lycans.
Correct. But if people like the idea, because remember, like we go way back with them technically.
One of you is having sex with them quite often.
Oh, that's right. That's not Kiki, by the way, in case listeners are wondering. So no, I can guarantee that right now. That's so funny. Okay, so Kiki will reach out to the nearest engineering guild of which she is a member and try to make a 13. That's not so great.
So the local one that you're in is like there has been a small one set up inside the mountain since that engineer is there, and they are just tickled pink to help. Like they're absolutely, but they're just very small. But like they will do their best.
Oh, I think she was thinking of the nearest like big city one.
That would be in Stormzyre, and they are unfortunately they are quite busy taking precautions and preparing defenses around Stormzyre, so they are unable to help you at this time with this beachhead project.
Lame.
Don't they understand if they get past us? Is that am I getting the geography right? Like,
no, they do, but they are. You're the first line of defense, but they're preparing the city just in case.
So they're preparing to let us go under first.
Yep.
If need be, is what I hear them say.
We're the big kid, and they're hanging out behind us.
All right. Well, Kiki will rally the
Lucky band of misfits.
Pretty much, yeah. The engineers and stuff, and make sure things are, air quotes, up to code, up to Kiki code. Let's put it that way.
Kiki
for defenses, yes.
Okay, so while this is happening, you folks are breaking up. You are doing all these things. Allie, as you arrive back where you normally hang out at, there is a swarm. Like there's this of magic outside the temple, as sort of like at the end of Endgame, like a portal opens, and just a legion of minotaurs is walking through in like full battle regalia, like up into the temple doors, and there are lines of skirmisher werewolves with them, as well as like this hodgepodge of. There's a couple of gnolls riding like war machines that look like big ass mortars on wheels.
Nice.
And there is Bendo just sitting on the wall, like waving at all of them. And you see one of the werewolves looks up and waves back. And it's sort of like the elves at Helm's Deep as they approach like the 5 gates the dwarves have built and announce themselves.
Allie's gonna send to Bendo. You're very proud of yourself right now, aren't you?
I'm so proud of myself. She crit her persuasion check, by the way.
Nice.
Yep. And on the ground, though, is leading this troop is a Minotaur gentleman in the scale armor of the kind of leadership rank of the Minotaurs. And he introduces himself to you, Allie and Beto, as Throne Direhorn.
Allie's gonna bow politely and thank you very much for arriving as quickly as you did.
Yeah, well, it helps that we have... we thought it would take longer, but the Von Lycan family decided to put in... They said the investments here want it protected, and obviously we'll protect everyone here, but they arranged for some magical transport. He says, looking back at the last of them just kind of coming through this rift and portal.
Well, we haven't had any landings occur yet. If you'd like, I can show you to where you all can stay. And we'd be more than happy to have your experience as we're discussing kind of our defense plans.
Wonderful. He says, and he's reaching into a bag to grab like orders or something for you, and then he accidentally Tupperware upon Tupperware falls out. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, my missus is very worried that I don't eat enough." And he kind of looks at himself. He's a very big strapping man, clearly not underfed.
I'm sure that Fran's champion will be more than happy to make sure that you are sent back with a large quantity of baked goods to make it clear that you were not starved while you were here.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And he turns around and like barks out commands, and they all salute you in Bendo, and then turn just in lockstep, and then move into the temple to sort of be garrisoned wherever they're going to be garrisoned and kind of put down their shit.
Allie will show them to kind of like the little dorm barracks type areas.
Yeah.
Give them a brief overview of here's what the town's like, here's what's going on in the town currently.
Yep, and Kiki, you see that they have these like 5 huge, like, it looks like a siege tower, but it's a mortar. And they are just rolling these things in, and they're just gnolls and goblins kind of operating these things very proficiently, and a couple of warforges overseeing it and trying to make, like, lighting things up, doing calculations.
So Kiki at first, as soon as they come through the portal, will be kind of like skipping along beside and hopping up and down, kind of like a kid at a parade. Like she's just like, you know, like when a kid sees a fire truck or something like that, she's going to be very excited. And then she realizes she has to put on her, like, professional demeanor, whatever that means. And she'll offer to pitch in, and since she knows the lay of the land, work with them and double check calculations and so on.
So you folks you have these assembled forces, and Tessa the Geckos come up to you, and they are in their like ramshackle battle regalia.
Watermelon helmet!
And they all, and like Barry's there, and they have the 2 Gacks that they won very long ago in the races, and they once again are in like, Kiki has made them like more proper armor. Probably Kiki started it, and then your Smith, Bess, actually smoothed it out and made it work as armor for a mount. And they all seem very, like, they're ready to go.
Tessa just kind of looks at them. She's like, oh. She's thinking like, oh shit, to herself. Like, okay, think. What can I have them do? Okay. Listen up, guys. I have the most important orders for you. I need you guys to protect this town and this temple. Can you do that for me?
So they all look at each other, and then Barry's the one that speaks. He goes, but Miss Tessa, we want to fight. We want to be with everyone else.
Well, if everything goes according to plan, there shouldn't be much fighting on land.
But we want to be at the front with you. We have to protect you.
Kiki will tug on your sleeve, and through the... They don't have rings or anything, or slap chats or anything. They can't... Yeah. She'll be like... tell them, last line of defense. Like, she's like, pump them up as like, you're the last line of defense for the temple. Like, if anything happens, my God, keep Fran safe.
But guys, you're the last defense of the temple. If anybody gets through here, I need people here that I can trust to take care of Fran and the rest of the temple. And there's no one I trust more than you guys.
Persuasion check with advantage.
34.
That's
Yeah, see,
and for good measure, I pull out a bunch of baked goods for them.
Yeah, so they just kind of hop those down, and then Barry just goes, all right, and he turns around to the other geckos and makes this, what is to him probably a very inspiring speech, and they seem to be into it, and they try to do the turn in lockstep like they saw the Minotaurs and werewolves do, but they're not quite in sync, and they go, prepare the defenses, and they all just scamper off to go do God knows what.
Do they try to like pivot and like run into each other?
Yeah, like Tic Tac and Toe
like,
obviously just slam, because Toe turns the wrong way and they just slam into each other.
This is why I don't want them on the front lines.
You made the right choice.
I mean, I know they're grown adults, but still.
Are they?
I mean...
So, as these forces arise, another day goes by, and then the scouts from Stormzyre begin landing.
Can we do one more thing before we gather all the forces?
Sure.
Allie wants to send a messenger down to Goldsby, right? That's our port.
Mm-hmm.
And let the council down there know that, we're aware of this incoming naval force. Here are the precautions we're currently taking. You've probably already received warning from Stormzyre as well. We will have some outside forces helping us in the defense. We didn't want you to be surprised by their arrival.
Yeah, they reply back that they're busy basically moving all the civilians towards Stormzyre, and like getting anyone who's not going to fight out of there. And they've actually had word that a number of folks have come down from the heights, from Breakers Hall and Far Watch Post, and they should be arriving in the next few days to come reinforce Oust and Goal's Way, and like basically move all that are not going to be fighting out into safety into the higher mountains or into Stormzyre.
Allie would also make it clear that the temple is available as a point of retreat for them as well.
Yeah, they thank you for it as they begin, like, they're making their preparations.
Can I move my warship towards this neck underneath the Quillback estate to meet up with the Doshi Navy?
Sure.
Might as well add that in. So we'll probably send word to the captain there to bring that ship around. Start getting everything prepared.
So about a day goes by, and the Doshi ships have not arrived yet. They are still en route as far as you know. Your warship's kind of patrolling the harbor.
Good.
A scout flies in and tells you that they've found the they have found the fleet, and it is going to make a landing north of the Gull's Way, like Bay Area, because to their knowledge, all that's there is an estate. There is no town there, so they figured it would be a good landing point to kind of set up shop.
Like here,
Yeah.
like the
Elsewise on the other side.
eastern coast of the peninsula.
Eastern coast of the Nub, because to their knowledge, like they figured Oust and Goalsway and Murtown, with being so close to Tides Breach, would be more heavily defended. They don't believe that. It doesn't seem like they believe that you folks are going to be able to put up a fight here, or it would be you folks have probably fled, or like you're leaving.
Or fool them.
Ooh,
And we're sure that they're definitely hostile people. These aren't people willing to negotiate.
These are displaced nobles that have nothing to lose. I would like everyone to roll me history checks again, please, to see exactly what you know.
20.
20.
Unnatural.
22.
24.
Okay.
Wow. Good, y'all.
Nikki, you were the one, since you've had some more time like reading while the others were traveling around in your break. You know that if the displaced stewards are, some of them are war criminals back in Lysanna and will probably be tried and possibly hanged if they got caught.
Very good.
Like this is a roving band that has got together that's going to try to invade something like Vikings versus a like nation state declaring war. Like if you take the leaders, like the grunts might be like misguided and desperate, but the leadership is absolutely here to take ground.
Fuck 'em.
Okay.
I want to move my ship up to kind of like it's to patrol that area while it waits for Anjin forces to arrive.
Okay.
Do they know how far out they are?
This scout says it's about a day or two. If they don't change course.
Okay.
So it is likely that the Anshin, the fleet from Ren, will arrive either during or after a landing.
Well, they can drop them where they are then.
Kiki will ask about Big Gruff can actually swim in the water. Do we want a water tank or do we want it on the land?
A Marine McGruff.
I know.
Well,
it's got a feature called Water Wool.
The scout will show you where they are assuming they're going to land. So there's one point along the coast that, based on this, like this is not a D-Day invasion, where there's like so many ships that they can't be like. This is not so many ships that are going to overwhelm like a heavily populated area. They're trying to come where it's sparser. So this is the one shore point that kind of has enough cover from the trees that they could set up and have resources and fresh water. So this looks.
Is that image sideways for everybody
Yes, it is.
else? Oh, okay.
So there's a rocky.
I see.
That is a rocky outcropping that juts out into the sea, which is sort of a dividing point. So you folks find a stretch of land that you think you can set up kind of defense on. And you can assign your forces to kind of cover your flanks because you don't want to get overwhelmed, because that would be bad.
Everyone, please update your health bars. I get the feeling it's going to be relevant.
Yep, I don't have 80 health anymore.
Okay. Kiki, you've been tinkering on the Gruff, right?
Oh, yes.
So the new feature...
At literally all times.
Yeah, the new feature you've unlocked in the Gruff is called the Friendship Circle. And what this does is this creates a sort of... It's basically like the Gruff casts a force cage around itself. So it becomes this bastion of safety for people. And it is as long as Kiki is inside, kind of operating the Gruff, and it's sort of like, if you think of the shields from the Enterprise, where like they're pushing power from one point to another to keep them up, this functionally becomes invincible, because it will just take a pounding, but will never lose health. The trade-off to that, though, is Kiki has to spend her whole turn doing that, and the Gruff cannot do anything else. So the other thing to note is that people that Kiki considers friends may enter the zone, which is a basically 10-foot area around the Gruff itself. But nothing can leave unless Kiki drops the barrier, which you can do at any time.
You fire magic out of it.
Nope.
Not while it's
not while the shield's up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like actual force cage or not.
No, the only difference is that Kiki has to run it. If Kiki herself can eject from the Gruff and leave the cage, but at that point the shield will have a basically hit point pool, and once that is depleted, the shield will drop.
So allies can go in even when the shield is up. Is that
they
what
can.
I heard you say?
Yeah. So an example would be like if the Gaffers were defending a town, and there's some civilians that you can't get out, Kiki can pop the shield and they can hide there, and as long as she's operating the Gruff, they are functionally safe. But Kiki will then spend all her time doing that until they can, basically drop the shield to allow them to get out.
So I assume we would keep this as like you were saying, kind of like when you're playing tag or something. It's like the safe zone. Like if things are bad and someone needs time to heal or something like that, then Kiki will activate it, because I'd rather not take away Kiki's ability to fight if possible. So, okay. Thank you.
So you folks are free to set up yourselves in this area, because this has become your zone to cover.
What are these colored blocks up here? Those are our forces?
So the colored blocks there are actually the geckos, if you were going to use them here, because they have the two mounts and the flyers, so we'll just get rid of them. Because your allied forces are along the beach, basically on your flanks, preparing their own defenses to take on a landing. You can see that in the distance, from your high perch in the trees, there are ships coming towards you.
Do I see?
4 made of wood and 1 made of iron, kind of chugging along.
Okay.
And as that happens, you see them sort of stop and anchor, and then smaller boats begin to land into the water, and they begin coming towards you very, very quickly.
Oh.
Let's make it hard for them to land.
Okay, so they are coming towards you, but they're not quite there yet. So it takes them basically a round or two to get within range. So you see the following pop up. 1, 2.
Tiny boats.
That's
3.
the water. Oh, that's the water. Okay.
So these first 4 rowboats kind of come in. You can see about 6 individuals in them, but they are split by that rocky outcropping, so they can't quite go there because it's too high. So they come in. Allie, what would you like to do?
They haven't landed yet?
No, but they are covered. They are sort of like tortoise covered to prevent range from immediately killing them.
That's fine. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 key points. I'm going to burn 5 key points and cast the plant growth spell on this lower beach area where we are not currently defending things. So that as they are getting out of the boats and trying to come onto the land, they're going to be in difficult terrain.
Okay. Go ahead and draw that for me, just so we can remember. Kiki.
All right, so Kiki is going to... I'm so excited to be able to use Big Gruff. Okay, so she's going to use a Big Gruff feature called Counting Sheep. And I just love it so much. Okay, so there's basically Big Gruff is going to create an illusory field of itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to create only one additional. That's sad.
Big Gruff.
Image. So there's now 2 Big Gruffs, but the point is that any attacks against it are at disadvantage because they don't know which Big Gruff to attack, and it'll last for 6 rounds.
Cool.
Nice.
Tessa.
Oh.
I will say that as a bonus action, I did summon my weapon.
Yep.
It's a bonus action thing.
Tessa.
Okay, so you said each of these boats has 6 each, right?
Yeah, you can see roughly 6 humanoid figures in there, although it is covered, so like Thrax's arrows are gonna hit wall.
I can get here, so that's the max of my movement. But
So you fly out.
I have a 15-foot cone attack on my sword for sunburst.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna use that. So I just need to. I don't think I've upgraded this for my new strength stat. So okay, so they need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cons. Okay, that is a 8, an 11, a critical, an 18, and a 19.
Okay, so anything. So I do have a 19. They had a beat 19.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess only the crit. Crit will take half damage, and everybody else will take damage and is blinded for a minute.
Okay, roll the damage.
All right. That is 12d6.
While Deb is rolling, listeners, I need you to know that Scoot put 2 very adorable chibi archers on each boat, and now I feel slightly bad about, murdering all of them, probably.
So they all take, except for one, 37, and they're all blinded for 1 minute. Except for the one that saved.
So,
Does that charge count as an attack or just a spell?
I think it's. What does it say on your sword?
It says it's just one charge activated when I choose on a hit.
Yeah, you have to hit, and then it pops out.
I mean, I'm gonna hit.
Yeah.
Does 24 hit?
Yeah, you hit a boat. It's a boat.
Yeah. So,
So you folks watch as Tessa just kind of flies out and then just comes down like Link in Smash Brothers, and this boat just erupts into radiant light as 4 of them are thrown clear of the boat and just are scorched to death in radiant light. The 2 archers in the back do manage to survive because one of them rolled a 19 and match, which means they take half damage.
but it goes to the attacker.
Goes to the roller.
Goes to the roller.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But Deb, they're not in a good way. They're almost dead.
Okay. I can't move any further, but I could just ping off like a quick sacred flame, real quick.
How are you?
Just like.
How?
What?
You've moved and charged.
Oh, right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. I'd only have an attack left, and I can't get in range, so I'm good.
Okay, so Thrax is up, and he's just going to follow up behind you, land on a rock, and then just fire arrows at the 2 guys that are just bobbing up and down in the water. And they're dead. As he fucking just hits them in the head as they are basically helpless.
All right, 1 boat down.
Yep, 1 boat down. The bad men's are up. This lot, the boat moves up. It touches onto the land. And these folks...
Oh, did they go into the range of my guardian then?
They do.
So,
Tessa was built for this.
Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a Dex saving throw.
Okay, so that's 4 of them. The archers get away.
19.
One critically makes it, but the others fail miserably.
Okay. On a failed save, a creature takes 20 radiant damage or half damage on a successful one.
So this one of them is banged up. The others look like absolute fucking garbage.
And I think that actually, that finishes my Guardian of Faith because it disappears once it does a total of 60 damage. So
Yep.
that'll probably be it for that. But that was a pretty good one. If I had a
Nice.
good use for him.
So he goes away. The other bad men's move in a boat. And they will move into the terrain. But they're in a boat. So they're not on the terrain quite yet. And they will then hop off and begin to move.
We're in the terrain.
Now they are, and they begin to move very slowly onto the beach. The archers then will take some pot shots at Nikki. So 4 of them fire at you.
First of all, how dare they?
Well, they rolled like garbage.
What I like to hear.
14, 15,
Yeah.
17.
The 15 would hit. I'm going to shield so it misses.
Okay, and then a 21.
Still hits.
Okay, so 1 hit.
Yes.
That is 4 damage to Nikki.
Ouch.
It is Nikki's turn, though.
All right. Well, I observed Tessa being a badass as usual. So I'm going to shuffle just a little bit up, like up on the rocks here, kind of get behind Big Gruff from where the southern archers are all hanging out. I'm well aware that these guys can still see me, but you know, such is life. They're also next to Tessa and Thrax and Ali, so I'm less concerned about them. We're just gonna haste Tessa.
Ooh!
Tessa, you feel a very familiar, sort of
Tingles.
hyper-caffeinated jitteriness.
Coffee. Just had like a triple espresso.
The
Diluted
material
with more coffee.
components.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Crash so hard after this.
Anything else, Nikki?
Movement, spell. I don't have any good bonus actions at the moment, so nope, that's it for me.
Okay, so the boats launch a bombardment at the Gruffs.
Oh no.
But they will be
At
rolling at
disadvantage.
disadvantage. So the first boat critically fails. Their guns are offline currently. Another critical fail, so 2 boats with
Well
guns
done.
offline.
Holy shit.
That is a 18 versus the Gruff's AC.
Nope.
And then the second is another critical fail, so 3 of their guns fuck up and jam.
Wow.
And now
Soft.
the big steel one will fire twice.
Which is the big steel one?
Oh, hang on, I gotta pull these up.
I don't think.
Yeah, we don't see the boats.
Don't worry, they're there.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought.
Oh shit.
There's the boats.
We found them.
How did I not see those 5 gigantic boats before?
Kiki, that's a miss. Does a 20 hit the Gruff's
Very
AC?
distracting.
Nope.
Yes, these things just poof, bounce off the Gruff as 3 of them are currently out of firing condition.
Ha 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 ha.
Allie, it is your turn.
All right.
It's the best.
Well, there's some folks who landed up there, but like they're within 20 feet of Tessa, so I'm not terribly worried about them.
They're gonna die.
My impression. So I am instead going to move down here. It's like, oh, I moved 45 feet. I still have a lot of movement left if I want it. And I've got 10-foot reach.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do some smacking of the folks in front of me. I'll take double stab at the dude nearest me. Actually, no, I'll take one stab at the dude right in front of me and one stab at the dude immediately to the left of him.
Yep.
Equal distribution. 30 and a 23.
Yeah, both will hit.
Okay. 21 and 17, and they're both going to have to roll con saving throws.
I know they failed.
Great, they're both stunned.
Okay.
I'm not done moving yet, but as a bonus action, I'm going to drop my... what am I doing? My Firefox. I'll draw a line here and make it clear where she is. She's going to go right through the middle of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the damagey part of the wall is going out to sea right now. So in order for them to get to land and to safety, they have to move through the wall of fire.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of them are already standing in said wall of fire. Actually, you know what? I can just move it up front here. Move the wall of fire here. Now they all have to do it.
Got it.
And to finish off, so that I don't do dumb things, Allie is going to move up to here. So she is near the big Gruffs, the Kiki, and the Nicky.
Okay. Kiki, it is your turn.
Okay, so Kiki is going to... which of the boats is not... Which of the boats are not jammed?
You're not sure. They're far away.
Oh.
Yeah, like you can't see that from where you are.
Okay, I was hoping she could kind of discern or whatever. All right. So when we're targeting the boats, we're targeting them just sort of like structurally or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like people on the boats. Okay. So Kiki is going to use, as a bonus action, she's going to use her critical analysis to just look at the big metal boats, which just gives her like a D4 to add to things. So she's sort of like, what the fuck is this thing going on? And then she's going to pop up through Gruff and lob a bomb at the big metal one that's like right in front of her.
So that is very far away from you.
So I can't tell. Is it?
So you see with the
her
blue,
range is 16.
Right, with the blue indication. See how there's two different blues?
Yes.
That means that boat is probably a couple 100 feet away. That's why they have to take smaller boats in. Yeah, I just don't want you to waste something.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Okay. So instead, she will... Oh, that's all plant growth? Is that the red square around the people on the beach?
So green square is plant growth, red line is fire. Wall of fire.
Okay. Well, she can...
Beach is on fire.
On fire! Woo! It's clam roast. It's all kinds of... Okay, so Kiki is going to lob a bomb in the center of these...
Oh no.
Fools right there at the very end.
Pop out the top, throw it.
And so it's a dex save.
What's the blast radius on that? 10 feet?
I think it is. I actually think it's only 5, to be honest.
Because you'll hit
just double check
4 of them. Nope.
Excellent. Then they take 42 damage.
Nice.
So the
5 damage.
yeah. So you just see 4 of them drop as they just gone.
Are those individual squares each 4? Is that, or is
No, so it's a 5-foot radius. So you threw it
Right.
somewhere where you could hit up to 4 people, and
Right.
that's where
Got it.
actually no. If you actually threw it here, you would have hit more,
okay?
and 2 more die.
Okay.
Yeah, if you threw it right in this, because they're in 2 rows of 3. So if you do that math out, you can hit 6 of them because it's a 5-foot radius.
Okay. And then she will, at the farthest remaining, in the sort of center of those two or whatever, she'll do the same thing. So it's a dex save again.
No, none of them.
All right, they all take 41. And then Kiki's going to go back down in the hatch, but before she does, she's going to flip. She's going to flip the bird as she submerges within the protection of Big Gruff.
Okay, Tessa.
So there's got to be more people on these ships, right?
Probably.
Just okay. My ship, is it making its way up? Because I had it kind of around that area too.
The boats? Yeah, your ship's coming up.
Warship, yeah. Can I have it like launch its cannons at this one at the furthest south of the map here?
Let's see how it goes.
So I figure it's probably like there, but it probably can't reach the other ones yet.
Yeah, it's sort of out of its range. It does take a shot, but it misses that boat because it's just not close enough yet.
I'm going to fly down over
back towards where the people are.
Yeah. And I'm just going to start attacking all of them.
Yep, so you fly up to the group of 4 infantry and just start hacking away.
So I am hasted, so that gives me a +2 AC. Just write that down.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so first hit does a crit hit. A 37.
Yeah, it does.
Alright. First guy's gonna take, with a blinding smite, 90 damage.
You eviscerate him, you just lob his head off.
I'll move up again a little bit there.
Yeah.
Next one, 35 hit.
Yep. He's just gonna go down. You don't need to fucking... He has like 3 HP left.
Third one, 23.
That's gonna hit. And that guy again drops because he has barely any HP.
And that's all I can do.
Okay, Thraxel.
You should just scare the other one. You should just be like, run now.
Where are they gonna run?
And
they're gonna run into like alley.
And Thrax just 2 arrows pop that one guy. That's the one infantry guy left that's sitting there, and he just topples over with 2 arrows. Okay, bad men's are up. They're gonna probably take some shots at the wizard because they think they're fucked. They might as well just give it a shot.
I think they should make better life choices, but I understand where they're coming from.
Yeah, so Nikki, that is that's a 15 and a 23.
Okay. I double check the wording of the field.
Does she
The
have
start
partial
of
cover?
your next turn.
Nope.
Pog.
She has no
Not
partial
from
cover
these
from
two.
like the Gruff. Oh, those two.
She's on the she's on the other side of the gruff. She's invisible.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay, so 15 does not hit.
Okay, so the 23
But the
I think
20
does.
whatever does.
So that is 6 damage to you.
Okay. Donka. Okay. Ouch.
Okay, that's them. As you folks see, more boats are being launched, and there's 4 more now making their way downtown.
Walking
Going
fast.
past. Waves go past. They're shorebound?
They're shorebound.
They're shorebound.
Okay, Nikki, it is your turn.
Okay. How far? You said that the big ironclad was at least a couple hundred feet out, right?
Yeah, like let's say 200 feet away from you.
Okay. Okay. I will not do anything about that just yet then. Man, it was really rude of them to shoot arrows at me.
Very rude.
So I'm gonna take the arrow. Since it was such small damage, I like to imagine that it didn't actually hit me, but I like twisted my ankle dodging out of the way or something like that.
You fell down a level of rock and you're like, fuck, ah!
Yeah, I'm like, like scraped my arm up. Anyways, I'm gonna pick up the arrow and make to throw it back at them, like I'm some kind of monk, just to mess with their heads. As I throw it, it falls to the ground and probably 3 feet as I cast Firebolt at it.
As the arrow ignites into a firebolt.
Yeah. So hopefully they don't notice that I can't throw for shit.
They have other things to be concerned about.
Yeah, like a 29.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Firebolt. We are Wait, what the hell level are we right now? 16 effective. Okay.
15 plus 2, actually, so we're essentially 17.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mm.
I still have one that's behind. So at 17th, I get D8. Shabam. Wait.
Shabam.
That should have been D10s. Believe that.
Okay.
I can't read. It's less damage with bigger dice. That's not fair.
Yeah.
18 to the 1.
Pretty fucked up, but still alive, Nikki.
Okay. And then I'm going to kind of shuffle like up this way, like a little bit more into the Gruff's face.
Yeah. Under the
and
Gruff.
hope that I just have a little bit of cover against them
Okay.
or something. Yeah.
So the Ironclad is going to once again fire at the Gruff. Kiki, does a 23 hit the Gruff's armor?
Ooh.
It does.
Okay, this is not going to be great for the Gruff. So I'm going to roll this and roll 20, because
Oof.
it's going to be a
That was
lot
a
of
23 with
dice.
disadvantage. With disadvantage, it was still 23.
Yup.
45
45 damage is 10d10's worth of hit comes crashing into the Gruff.
Ouch.
Smaller boat's going to give it
It can
a
take it.
shot. What the fuck?
It ain't happy.
It also malfunctions, and the guns stop.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Bullshit boats. God
I
damn
have
it.
cursed your boats.
You have. Allie, you would probably notice this. As you're kind of standing there and during this fight, the air pressure around you drops. And you smell rain. And you hear you hear a rumble of thunder in the distance coming from the south.
Ooh. It's probably Dala.
Okay.
Is it though? Tal's
Maybe.
not a fury. Allie would know that.
But she has lightning powers.
Oh, okay.
She's infused with lightning aspects of the dragons. They all are. Or they all have different aspects infused into them than the hand does. So, Allie, it is your turn, though. Actually, no, the bad guys down there need to roll their saves against the fire.
I do.
Wow. No, none of them.
Okie doke.
Wow. No.
They will take 13 fire damage.
Okay. They're all very wounded, but they would have moved away and out of the area very slowly. But they are pretty fucked up.
Okay.
So it is your turn.
Great. Well, they all happen to be like right there, which is great because I would really like them to stop shooting at my wizard. 'Cause,
Please.
you know,
Please stop.
Aw, your wizard.
she's my wizard. She's a good wizard, and I like her. And sometimes we fuck. So, like, I would like all of those things to continue happening. So you know, I'm gonna smack them with my card blade.
I mean, yes, you're right. Like,
Really? All right. I'm assuming that 14 does not hit even
No.
on the arc. All right. I'm gonna. I'm gonna action surge this
Yep.
for another 2 hits. So a 26, a 31, and a 21 are my hits. Do I hit each of them?
Yes, you do.
Yay.
Just roll the damage, because they might topple over. They're pretty fucked up for the firewall.
I'm in at 25 and 19.
Yeah, the infantryman and the archer drop. There is now one infantryman next to you.
I'm going to bonus action enter my defensive fighting stance.
Cool. Kiki!
Excellent. Yeah, so the boats, there are more people on these boats that have not landed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And the last time they came up all the way to the... Like, so they're still in motion, is that right?
Yeah, you can see smaller boats landing and coming towards you.
Okay.
Kiki, rock the
And the-
boat!
Rock the boat,
baby.
Kiki.
Rock the boat!
Rock the boat, Kiki.
Rock the boat.
So, are the big boats moving in closer, or they're just hanging
No,
back?
they're hanging back.
Okay.
It
so
might be that the
Kiki's
water
gonna-
is too shallow for them to functionally get up there.
All right, so Kiki's going to move the actual big Gruff,
Mm-hmm.
up sort of here, and then as an action, she is going to warm up the radiant repeater gun. It takes a round to warm up.
Yep.
So I think that's all she can really do for now. Yeah, so she'll just get ready to bring some hurt.
Yep. Tessa.
My boat's gonna shoot again at the southernmost boat at the bottom right corner there.
It is a hit that time, and this boat takes boat damage.
Boat damage. Okay. I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna smacky smack this guy. Does a 28 hit?
Yeah, these poor archers.
Yeah, he takes 31 damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
Smacky smack.
Don't talk back.
Yep, and he's dead. And you've Kurt. Well, no, there's still one on the battlefield. You're holding the zone.
Who's still there?
There's another infantryman over by Allie.
But Allie's got that.
Yeah.
So there's more people in these little boats, right?
Yep, coming towards you.
So I'm gonna go and just like land on the front of their boat, like stand on the top of it to try and tip it.
Okay, so something you see that's a little odd, Tessa, is that there are 7 people in this particular boat.
Oh no!
Well, it's the sort of 6 mooks that you've seen before, and then a very, very large Goliath.
In a tiny boat.
In a tiny boat.
We're the opponent.
That
Big
seems to be
Goliath in a tiny boat.
Seems to be much better equipped than the other ones are.
Alright, then I'm gonna fucking smack him then.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
No.
I'm gonna use a point of inspiration to reroll that.
Okay.
Does a 33 hit?
Yes, it does.
Alright,
That's more like it, Captain.
I'm gonna do a blinding smite and add a divine smite on top of that, so he takes 47 damage.
God.
Actually, I'm gonna savage attacker that too.
Oh
So.
my God.
Okay, sorry, 56 damage.
Okay.
And
Just
that
because
is-
she can.
Because I can, and that's
And he needs to save for blind, right?
yes. So that is a 19.
Critical success. He is not blind.
Okay. I am also going as a free action cast my Ram's challenge compel the duel on him.
On the boat.
And one of them yeah.
On the boat.
I don't
Fight me,
trust him.
boat.
Fight me,
No,
boat.
on him.
Boat.
Come at
On
me,
him
bro.
and the other one. So
Come
he
at me,
has to
bro.
fight me.
You didn't.
Okay, Thrax is going to hold his turn because he's not really sure what to do because he doesn't want to fire into that boat, and there are more boats coming to the water. Badmins are up. Such badmins. Kiki,
Yes.
you see appearing just on the rock in front of you is
Yes.
a large, shadowy being with big old horns.
Is
And
that,
knives for hands.
is that precisely where he appears?
That is precisely where he appears.
Excellent. That procs my tunnel feather ability, which lets me use attack of opportunity and smack him.
You are nowhere near him.
Wombo combo. 10-foot reach.
Ah.
You ruled that if
No,
they
that is
landed
that is
in
true. That is
10
true.
feet of an ally within 30 feet of me.
Yep.
You have
And
to be
are
near me though.
Yeah.
Are you close enough to
Ooh.
me?
How far are you from Tessa?
No,
40
it's
feet.
actually a lot closer than I thought.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
It looks a lot.
More, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get to attack of opportunity him before he does anything else.
Mm-hmm.
21.
That is a hit.
Okay. He's going to take 21 damage, and his movement is halted.
Grab-
Sentinel.
Ooh.
Sentinel, bitch!
Okay, he stays there. The boats move up, and something that you see, Allie, is that your growth vanishes.
Oh.
See, they've brought the wizards.
Round 2.
Out from this boat pop a couple of people.
What? Hold on.
Here's a sad anime boy landing, Deb.
My one weakness.
Yeah, and then that boat is... okay, big gentleman Tessa is going to take some swings at you.
Bring it.
Critical fail. Does a 22 hit you?
Nope.
Does a 25 hit you?
That is my AC right now.
Then he hits you. He is going to roll. $27 damage.
So that's actually 22 damage.
The infantry boys are going to then attack you as well. These two miss. A 28 and a 28.
Yes.
Six. 12 damage from them.
So 7 damage.
And the archers will fire at Thrax. Critical and a hit. Thrax takes damage.
So you have the +2 to your AC from haste, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Thrax is going to fire arrows. Yep. Okay, and he knocks out 2 of the archers. They have landed. They had to move up. So it is... That's Badman's. Nikki, it's your turn. There's a lot more powerful beings rushing the beach, it looks like.
There's just kind of a lot in general at the moment.
I'm worried about the one right in front of us. In case
Yes. Yes, that is my primary concern. How far out is the ironclad? Still a couple hundred?
Still has not moved.
Okay. Just sending us large
Large.
fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Large. I mean, do I want to burn this? No. Okay. What?
Saving it for a special occasion?
Yeah, like,
I don't know
you-
what you're going to
Don't Phoenix down this, Rob. Like,
Okay. Well, it's just that there's a lot of boat out there, so I was like, I don't know. Maybe there's more stuff happening.
that's the title of the session.
All right, sure. We'll do this one. I need a Constitution saving throw from Mr. Lorge here.
From Lorge in charge, that is a 26.
Oh, that's a lot. So he takes half of 60 necrotic. I call that 30 necrotic. Person.
Yeah, you see that doesn't hurt him like it should.
Okay. Well, over the slap shot, I'll be like, give up on necrotic on.
Oh, wait, Radiant. Radiant's always a good
Radiant
call.
only. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be sad as a bonus action, and
Wait. How sad?
Sad anime girl on the beach alert.
Like crying in
Yeah.
a tub sad, or...
not that sad. Not that.
Crying in an ice cream tub sad.
Ooh.
All right.
A different type of sad.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Anyways, that's it.
Lord.
That's me.
Well, bad news, Kiki. Boat fired, and it got a crit.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So the Gruff is going to take... It missed the first shot, but ooh, it got some crits.
So I should point out that this counting sheep has this feature that if someone misses, they have to make a wisdom save or they fall under the effect of the sleep spell.
This is a
So
boat.
I don't know. Is it running on autopilot? Is it running on autopilot? Are the people behind it?
Someone is firing the cannon.
Right, when that person
Oh, you know
falls
what, though?
asleep, someone else takes their place.
Well, I would also say the range in sleep is not that far. It's only
Yeah.
90 feet. But, okay.
100 damage.
Yeah, okay.
The Gruff.
Oh, it's okay.
The Gruff is a literal tank, folks. Don't worry.
It is-
It is
it's
literally
tough.
a tank. Yeah.
Still in 3 digits. Just, I don't want to take another hit like that, but,
Yep. Although at this point, Allie, you notice... Where did you go in the turn order? There you are. You notice a bolt of lightning come down on that ship that Tessa's has been firing on, and just hits it. It splits the mast in 2 and sets it on fire. As you see in the distance, multiple ships coming towards this flotilla. Because something you're now noticing that you're getting that drawn your attention is there were other ships hitting your allies. Like, they were also landing and they are fighting. But it seems like the southern flank, those boats are in the process of sinking. As many shells have hit them.
We went to Anshin for more funds. They came back with more guns and ships, and so the battle tips.
If I could kick you from this call, I would. But it's your turn.
Allie is quite excited about the arrival of her technically Aunt Vala. Technically, niece. I don't know. Bloodlines get weird when your mom is like over 1,000 years old and spent about 900 years in a dagger. Relation Dala has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's this dude in front of me, but like I'm not terribly worried about this dude because all he can do is run up people and poke them. Not so sure what's going on with a shadow boy, sad anime boy, or sad anime girl.
It's a lady. You don't know her emotional state. Tessa would, but she's too far.
It's true.
And she's also having a slug fest with that entire boat.
Just the entire boat.
Well,
just punching the boat.
I think then Allie is going to... Yeah, I think we can go after big shadowy anime boy up there. Or shadow boy, not shadow anime boy. I'm converging two characters here.
Mm-hmm.
Big guy.
I'm gonna go smack big guy.
No.
Well, that was a crit fail.
Critical fail does not work, and I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Point of inspiration.
Oh.
Okay.
I have one, I'm using it. Do a 22 and a 28 hit?
They both hit.
Great. 27 and 17 damage.
44.
And he's going to need to roll me at least one Constitution saving throw.
He's stunned.
Great.
I know what you're doing.
So I have some movement, which means I'm going to position myself here. So I am in such a position where if anybody wants to come up to get at Nikki and Kiki, they either need to bamf up here, in which case they will land next to them and provoke my tunnel fighter thing, or they'll have to run past me, and then I get attack of opportunity on them. Bonus action, enter title fighter stance.
Cool. Kiki.
Wow, nice. Okay. So Kiki wants to use the Radiant Repeater Gun now that it's warmed up. So
Jesus.
she can... I am so excited for this. So she can use it for... Oops. 2d4. She can only use it for 2 rounds before it has to cool down. That kind of sucks. Okay, so... she... Scoot, I don't quite understand from your notes on the gun, which I can post in chat here, like what she has to do or roll. Is this like a plus 15 attack at the very end? Like I get what the damage is.
Yeah, you're basically going to roll the plus 15. Like, you're going to roll your d20 and it's a plus 15.
Okay. So, and does she get any like advantage or anything because the person's stunned, or is it?
Yeah, he's at point blank range. Like, you would have to basically critically fail to miss him at this point.
Oh man, it helps if I do roll this 1d20. Okay, that's helpful.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
32. Okay, and then
Go crit fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh, do I-
stunned.
oh.
Yeah, you roll again. The
Oh.
exact same thing.
That's
32.
weird. Okay. So the damage is she's going to use the feature of the gun called Get Some, with that additional D4. So 2d10 plus her dex modifier, which is 5. So takes 9 radiant damage, which is not impressive. So she's going to use the other, because she just doesn't like this thing right in front of her for her second attack. Let's not really hop in there, is it? Alright, I just want to use the gun again, so I'm going to be really honest with you. 20 plus 15. And I'll go crit fishing.
Crit?
Ooh,
Yeah.
There we
Oh
go.
no.
That's
Okay.
why we do it.
Roll 2d10 plus 5. So 18 doubled, so 36 radiant.
Okay, so that's...
Good roll.
Oh my, I'm gonna do some quick math. So Kiki, he takes a lot of damage from that. And you... Yep. Nikki and Allie, you will see as Kiki just turns this Gatling gun down and just lays into him. And you just... And you see these radiant bullets pop through him. And the wounds try to seal themselves, but they can't. And he eventually, this huge being just topples over, and then just, before he hits the water, poof, into shadow.
By the way, given Kiki's size and that she's not, like, she's pretty short and doesn't have a lot of weight, you can, like, hear her beak clacking from the reverberations from that gun. But she's also, like, wildly excited. She's got, the crazy eyes, because she's all like, yeah, come and get some. So she's very excited.
Nice.
So it's one round if you use it.
Tessa, it is your turn.
What happened with this boat? You said it got electrocuted?
No, you just smashed it.
Oh, I thought who's what Dala? What
No,
boat did Dala
it's
hit?
the big boats at the bottom here. The
Oh,
big boats
okay.
that are firing on you, or have been trying to fire on you, but have been very bad at guns.
For some reason, I thought you said it was this one.
Nope.
But okay.
This is hard.
Can my ship fire like a cannonball into this group of people in here instead of attacking the ship?
They sure can. It misses wildly. It's,
Damn.
it's-
My ship's not doing great today. Needs to recalibrate. Okay. So I'm going to smack this guy in front of me again.
Mhm.
Oof.
Nope.
That didn't work. Attack number 2. 26?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna take... I'm gonna re-roll that. It's 29. So I'll take 29 for the first hit.
Mhm.
And then one more. Ugh.
Nope.
That's a sucky series of rolls right there.
Yeah, he's just block. He's
You know what?
taking your thing on full horn.
Fuck it. I'm gonna burn a point of critspiration for that.
Okay.
Ooh.
So... I'm going to
Roll
roll
the
that damage. So that's 39 doubled, plus I'm going to dump another Divine Smite, so that's another 42. So that is, what, 78 plus 42?
That is 120 damage. He's not dead yet, but he's quite close.
Ah, fucker.
Yep. Thrax is up. Thrax does not like the idea of this group of people that are heading towards Nikki, so he's gonna do a flying jump with his wings, and then
Thank you,
he's gonna
Thrax.
unleash 2 arrows. He's gonna unleash a. He's actually gonna cast. He's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna prepare, but he's gonna cast Bless on Nikki, Allie, and Tessa, because he can't see Kiki and the Gruff right now. So all 3 of you get Bless.
That's 1d4, right?
1d4 to any attack and/or saving throw. Bad people are up. Guy's gonna be. He's gonna have these guys surround you so he can get some advantage with the mooks. Tessa. So now everyone gets to roll at advantage, except for the archers that are going to move off the boat and try to make their way towards other places.
Move off the boat. Move off the boat.
Okay.
Who's hitting me first?
Big guy's going to try for 24.
Nope.
20 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
A critical will.
Okay.
Unless you got something for that.
No, I'm just gonna proc a Hellish Rebuke on him.
Okay.
So he's gonna take. He needs to make a Dex saving throw.
Nope.
And he's gonna take 3d10 fire damage.
Okay, you are going to take 45.
He takes.
You're going to take 45 damage.
He's gonna take 14.
Okay, he will take that. The mooks will attack you. First one gets a 23. That doesn't hit.
Nope.
Next one gets a 26.
That does hit.
Okay. Next one gets a nope. Third one gets a 24.
Nope, that doesn't hit.
So 1. That's another 9 damage from the mook.
The -4. Okay.
Okay, this squad's gonna move up the beach. Go away, boat.
Up the beach, up the beach. I got that song stuck in my head.
Yeah, this squad's gonna move up the beach very carefully onto the rocks towards the Gruff. This one moves over here. The bottom line is going to then... The archers are going to take shots at Allie.
Okay.
First one. 29.
Yes, but I get to roll to see if I can reduce the damage / catch it.
Total damage is 7.
I'm absolutely going to get it even if I crit fail.
Okay.
I catch it. It does no damage.
Next one is a miss. Next one's a critical fail. The last one's a 24.
Yeah, we'll do the same thing to try and catch it. Oh wait, no, I can only do that once, I think.
So you're going to take 6 damage as an arrow pops you that time.
Yep.
The sad boy, the sad anime boy, Allie, go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw, please.
Okay, just a second.
He's turning his puppy dog eyes on you.
But why? Senpai didn't notice me.
Wow, why are my charisma saving throws so bad? Look at that. 5.
Ooh.
You feel a sense of ennui.
Yeah.
She does her hair go in front of her eyes a little bit now.
Yeah, somehow your horns are drooping. Like, that's not possible, but you feel like it is. And the infantry gentlemen will begin to make their way up the rock, away from the firewall, as they kind of they form up.
Oof.
Oh, jerks.
And the lady with the weapons will be moving alongside with them as the archers again move into formation.
Man, they're all clumped up really nicely.
Yep.
They really are.
Hey, Nikki. They're clumped up for something real particular, aren't they? In a
sure are
nice
clumped up.
Nikki.
straight line.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm like perpendicular to where I want to be for their line and upness.
Yeah.
Does it
Yeah,
have to originate
same.
for you?
I think I can wombo combo it out of somebody else, but I'm not totally confident.
Oh,
I can
can.
wombo combo cast through someone else, right?
Mhm.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So Scoot.
Mhm.
One of my mixed Scalarum abilities lets me let one of my friends teleport after I cast the spell.
Mhm.
We've never used it before.
Mhm.
It might be too strong, but what do you think about me letting people teleport before I cast the spell, such that I could then wombo combo off of their new position?
Make an Arcana check to see if you can do that in the right order.
Okay.
Fingers crossed. Yeah,
Yeah,
crit!
that's a
For
crit.
a
You
total
can do
of
it.
36.
Yeah, you can do
Nice.
it.
All right. Who's this in the boat? This is a friend.
Emo boy.
That's a bad
Sad
boy.
boy.
It's a sad boy, yeah.
It's
Um,
only a friend to Tessa / Deb.
So we can totally
Fine.
wade in
If
the.
you were,
Yeah, you can wait. There's no,
Okay.
it won't mess with you. I send Kiki.
No. Okay, so Allie, you're gonna go on a bit of a jaunt. So you see me starting to cast, and Allie, you start to feel a little bit crackly. And we've practiced this kind of thing before, where we're casting through other people, and that sort of thing. But you also feel suddenly really queasy, because I'm smushing in some transmutation magic here, and it's a bit fucky. But thunk. You pop right over there,
Uh-huh.
and you
And
kind of
you are.
like stick your hands out to steady yourself as you're suddenly like in the waves and they're crashing into you. And as you push your hands out to steady yourself, you like kamehameha a lightning bolt through this whole line.
At what level, Rob?
I think you're not upcasting it.
I think that sounded like a counterspell question from the DM.
It really did. So like it's a little bit meta-y to say that I'm upcasting it, but I was genuinely strongly considering upcasting it anyways. So we're gonna go 5th level.
Counterspell.
Okay. Does that just like auto do?
Yes, if it's of a higher level.
Ah, so he did a higher level counterspell.
Counterspell.
Upcasted a counterspell. Okay.
You have a
Um,
counterspell.
Do you... Unfortunately, I have to spend my... Wait, no, I use my move action to do the teleport. I do have a counterspell.
Okay, he cast that at level 6, so you would have to match it or do higher.
Yeah, I'll do a 6th level counterspell.
Okay, then it counters the counterspell, so the spell goes off.
Okay. Big investment of spell slots. That's what they're there for, baby.
So I'm assuming you're going in a straight line for Emo Boy, and then 2 for 5 of the moves.
Oh no, it's 100-foot long of a lightning bolt.
Yeah, but
It's
coming from
it's
Alley.
the whole...
How wide?
Yeah, it's 5 feet wide. So if
Yeah.
you just aim just ever so slightly to the left, you can get the whole line.
Down the middle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all those. You're
No.
I'm
He's,
saying it's
he's,
these 3
he's
also.
saying I split the line.
Do the lightning in between them, and then they would be technically within 5 feet of that line.
Okay.
If we can't target it a little bit to the side, you can have Allie roll to see if she can get the angle right as she's like stumbling in the waves.
Yeah.
I'm not like unhappy with only lightning bolting the emo man and also 5 of them, but I would rather hit the emo man and also 8 of them if I had
The only one that what is the save they need?
Dex. DC 19 Dex.
Only the Emo Boy makes it. The rest of them
Well.
fail.
That is Dunka Dunka, 41 lightning damage on a fail and 20 on a success. So
Allie,
20
make
for
me a
emo.
con save, please, because you're casting lightning in the water.
I suppose that's true. Sorry, Allie. Didn't really think that one all the way through. I was just like, they're in a line.
Even before you did, I was going to say, if you teleport me onto the beach, I can get back up there. I only have to run past one person.
But I can only teleport you my move distance, and I couldn't get you down that far onto the beach.
No?
Okay. Make me. You are. Nikki has stunned you for a round.
Ooh, that's bad.
Okay.
It was that or take the damage.
On the plus
I'll
side,
give you a choice. Which would you rather? You want to be stunned for a round or take the damage?
Would you take full damage or get to make a save?
Full
for it?
damage.
I'll eat it.
Okay, take the damage then.
Better than being stunned.
Okay.
Honestly, I think like 41 damage is probably better than whatever Emo Boy's gonna do with
To a
crits
stunned
against
ally.
a stunned opponent. Yeah.
That is exactly my thought.
Allie, it is your turn.
And also it's your turn now, so you can like move and stuff.
I can. You do get a message of we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah, I didn't think that one all the way through.
Her fur is singed. The tail is a little like it's very sproutsed out.
This is something of a theme, apparently.
Well, you are the party wizard, Rob, so this is pretty par for the course.
Oh.
There's some shenanigans afoot.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Sad Anime Boy is between me and my successful retreat, so I would like to smack Sad Anime Boy.
Okay, so you get up, you move up to the 10 feet with your glaive. And as you move up, Allie, you can't bring yourself to hit him.
Okay, so this is okay, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I can't hit him. Because I've made a melee attack,
Mm-hmm.
and whether or not I hit I don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of my turn, courtesy of mobile, which means that I can just run the rest of the way back up here to everybody else.
Yep. So you can't hit him for some reason. You scurry back up.
Does this thing count as the charmed or frightened effect?
No.
Okay, I'm still going to send to Tessa. Sad boy over here is doing some weird bullshit and I can't hit him.
And there's a little thing, Tessa, that's like, and he's kind of cute, and that's weird, because that is not your cousin's type.
Nope.
Allie's the one that's saying that?
Yeah, it kind of comes sort of almost involuntarily,
Oh, no.
like at the end.
Oh no, there's some emotional shenanigans going on. I'll be there as soon as I can.
I have to kill like 5 people, then I'll be right over.
BRB.
Speaking of Kiki, it is your turn, and Randall, you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, yeah, Tessa's concern is in no way related to competition over a sad anime boy. It's all
look,
pure.
We have to
purely
separate.
worried about-
We have to separate Tessa and Deb from
Okay.
this situation.
Can't we? Okay.
We can.
Okay. All right. So Kiki is going to move the Gruff just ever so slightly, just like it'll shuffle back like one little bitty thing, and then she is going to do. Oops, not that way. So that sad anime boy and who is this person? What is their
That
deal?
anime girl.
Anime girl.
Okay.
Little girl, big weapon.
Okay. Well, let's hope that they both get sad because she's going to use her first attack to do to just like to shoot at them. Does 17 hit?
It will hit the boy.
I am going to use a point of critspiration. Then,
Okay.
because
E.
I would like to really do the thing. So okay, so that'll hit both of them, and then we will do roll 2d10 plus 5, 20, so 40 damage to both of them, radiant damage for the first attack.
Allie,
And then-
con save, please.
What? Oh god, when he takes damage, she's like emotionally distraught. Oh god.
17?
You make it. Because as you're watching him get riddled with bullets, you can feel holes in your chest for a second, but nothing happens.
I'm gonna test it again. It's worse than we thought.
Wow, okay, that was worrisome.
He's sadder than we've ever seen.
It's got a big weapon.
Okay, and then second attack, since I can only, it'll have to cool down after this, so I'm just gonna,
It's gonna go ahead
go
and keep.
for
Yeah,
it.
because Kiki hasn't noticed anything. You're just shooting at them. That'll
Yeah,
hit both
24.
of them. Yep.
okay. And then, roll, what did I just say? 2d10 plus 5, and then 14 radiant damage to both of them.
Okay. Allie, con save.
Oh,
Oh, we can absolutely make it.
Ooh. That's not gonna make it. Unless you have some shenanigans you want to pop in there.
Let me check if I got shenanigans.
10 does not do you a whole lot of good.
I haven't moved the wall yet, so that's not close enough. Nope. I'm gonna take damage.
Okay, you were gonna take 24 damage, but it's psychic, and you feel basically like an Evanescence song just blaring in your mind, but it's way too loud. It's off key. It doesn't even sound good. It's just like
Wow.
someone screeching into a mic.
No, it's like somebody reading the My Immortal fan fiction.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
To the tune of Evanescence.
Yeah.
Yes, they're
One of
singing
my
it.
friends once did a live stream where he raised money for charity by he would only stop reading it if he hit 8 for in fundraiser miles.
Tessa, you're up.
Can my ship fire at the sad anime boy boat?
They can certainly try.
We tried.
You're gonna-
I've been doing so great lately.
Also, maybe keep in mind that right now, when we're hitting sad anime boy, we are also hitting
Oh
Allie.
shit!
But she doesn't know. She doesn't know that.
He
Though.
said that.
That's
Allie
a-
specifically yelled over, "It's worse, it's hitting me
Well,
too."
I also don't control. Like I, as a player, am controlling the ship. The ship doesn't know that.
Bad
Oh.
news. The boat crit.
Of course it
Oh
fucking
no. Does he die though? That's the question. Because that might break the spell or whatever.
He takes 10 damage. And Allie, I need you to make a con save, please.
did. Need to make a con fucking save.
You're
17.
fine.
Oh, sure.
No damage.
Okay. Fuck. All right.
Stop
then
blasting
I still-
holes in my monk.
I have this asshole to deal with. I'm gonna hit him real quick. 35. I'm assuming gets that.
Yep.
He takes a 37.
He...
Please tell me he's fucking dead.
He's dead.
All
He
right.
drops.
The rest are just mooks, right?
Yup.
I'm going to. Fuck. I'm gonna take attacks of opportunity and fly up here.
Okay, so let's do with that. That is a 27. A... Nope. Nope. 26 and a 27, I think, hit you.
They do.
So you're going to take a total of 20 damage altogether.
All right. So, did you say this was not a charm spell, or this
That
is
Al-
a charm spell?
Charmed or frightened.
It's not charmed. She is not charmed or frightened.
Okay. So then my Aura really doesn't do anything.
It helps with the saving throws, which is good.
Yes. So you'll get the +5 to the saving throws now, and I'm going to smack this guy.
Smack the jack.
35.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. He's going to take 46 points of damage, and he has to make a saving throw to not be blinded.
Spoilers, he's dead. Allie, con save.
Hell yeah.
You're at +5 to it now, right?
Yup.
Yeah, you get.
17.
You make it as you see him just look at you, and he's like, "My Juliet," and then is just cleaved in half by Tessa's like burning
Allie
blade.
made the con saving throw, but she still pukes.
Oh.
She's like, "Fuck you."
So I have a.
Allie,
Sounds like the
I've
limiting taste.
dated enough sad anime boys in my past. Get the fuck over yourself and out of my life.
You have like the lingering taste of clove cigarettes in your mouth or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Why just puking?
So my third attack, actually, I'm gonna change my sword into a spear and throw it at Sad Anime Girl.
Sad anime girl.
Do-do-do.
This is
Does a
new
30
one.
hit?
Yeah, that'll hit. This is a new one for Tessa.
This is a new one. I haven't got a chance to do like a ranged
Mm.
thing, so this is gonna be 20 points of damage, and I'm gonna dump a smite into it. Oh, that was a shitty smite. Oh my god. The 22 points total.
Okay, she takes some damage.
And that spear comes back to my hand.
Right, and she
Nice.
gets pierced in the side, and she's like, "It's so painful, like my parents' love."
Wow.
Tess is like, get over yourself.
Yep. So Thrax pops off an infantry guy as he just really is trying to get in front of Nikki because like there's a lot of dudes still coming. Bad men's are up. These four rush up here and engage with Thrax.
They do?
Yes, they do. These
All right.
ones.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
They all are going to get attack of opportunity for me.
Yep.
Each and every one of them.
Do it, nerd.
31, 18, 26, 18.
All hit.
27, 24, 23, 21 damage.
Nice.
They're all damaged but not dead.
Okay. Also, none of them can move any further forward.
Yep, they get stopped. Actually, they would all be stopped a little bit further back.
Did Thrax do anything on his turn?
Yeah, he
Like,
killed a guy.
Oh, I didn't
He
see
killed
that.
an infantry and got close to me to.
Okay.
Protect
I
you.
didn't see that. It happens so fast.
Yeah, because there's a lot of dudes now rushing the wizard, and Thrax is just like, all right, we're gonna do
What
this.
if you didn't?
Yeah. Archers are gonna take shots. 4 of them are gonna shoot at probably. Yeah, they're gonna shoot at Allie.
Okay.
First one's a miss. Miss. That's a D12, not a D20. 21.
Nope.
26.
Yes, so let me roll to see if I can block damage.
Actually, I can impose disadvantage on that. When I'm wielding a shield, a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet. You can use a reaction to impose
They're
disadvantage.
not within
on the attack
5
roll.
feet.
Allie
no,
is.
you're right, yeah. So
Yeah,
you were
but
roll-
if I catch it, I can throw it back at him.
Okay, well if you don't catch it, then
All right,
the damage
Let me
is
know.
4.
I'm gonna make it.
okay.
So I will throw it back at him.
Throw it back.
Yep. Let's see. It counts as a
This
monk.
one does not turn into a firebolt.
Because this is a straight plus. This would be Dex plus proficiency because it can count as a monk weapon for me.
Hmm?
All right. What's the damage dice for it?
Let's roll a d4. You're chucking an arrow.
He takes 2 damage.
Okay. Something that Allie would see is this one of the commanders is on the boat, seeing everything, begins to move away and tries to hide and pretty much vanishes from your immediate sight.
God damn it.
Wait, who did that?
You don't know. They're gone.
No,
Some-
sorry. Who were you? Oh, you were referring to the person up north.
Yep.
Okay. I'm sure we'll find him.
Nikki. Actually,
Okay,
no, Big Axe Girl's gonna come and square up to Tessa. I'm sorry, I forgot about her.
Bring it, bitch.
Miss. Critical.
I do get to make an attack against her.
Yep.
Tunnel Fighter means that all these attacks of opportunity do not require the use of my reaction. I don't hit her.
Okay, Tessa.
Wait.
What?
He's attacking Tessa, so is that advantage? No, it is not. Alright, never mind.
Tessa, that is 17 damage. Con save, please.
My con is 27.
You are fine. Now it is Allie's turn. Now it is Nikki's turn, I'm sorry.
That's the one. I'm just gonna pop a quick gravity sinkhole.
Real quick.
Just real quick. Just like, just like a
Super
little,
quick. Yeah.
right on this archer right here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yoink!
just like right on him. So it's a 30 foot, or no, a 20-foot radius. Okay, I'm gonna do it just behind them because I really don't want to slurp up my knight in shining thrax.
Yeah. I'll protect you, Nick. Into the vortex. You bitch!
It'll be like a Titanic moment. He'll be like holding on the end of the sinkhole, and you'll
Yeah,
just be.
Except you're just pushing him into it.
Yeah.
I'm choking on my own spit.
I reach out to like try to like catch him, but I just like shove a little bit to make sure that he gets sucked in all the way. Okay, so excuse me, just behind the archer, we'll
Right.
do a quick little gravity sinkhole there. I need
Quick little
con
gravity
saves from the
Yeah.
archers and the 6 mooks to the north of me and Thrak.
They fail. So they. Oh god. He's
It's con saves versus 19.
not a goddamn one of them.
All right, that's what I like to hear. So that is 19 force damage on all of them, and they're pulled in a straight line towards the center of the sphere. So, the side of this
Yoink.
rock.
Yoink.
It's instantaneous, so then they'll quickly fall into the back here. Excuse me.
Okay.
Fall into the pit.
Yeah, they'll fall into the. Oh no, Gruff, come back.
I put it back. It's fine.
My radius wasn't that big. Okay, so yeah, so they're all sad. They all took their damage.
Sad.
All right, that's it. Yep. And then they fell a little bit, so I don't know if there was enough of a like height there. I don't know how the rocks are laid out height-wise, but if
Yeah,
there
not
is any
that far.
height- Okay.
So at the top of the round, a couple of things happen. One is that the 2 boats that are making up the left flank of the bigger boat receive a cacophony of cannonballs and firebolt spells, and you just see them a light. From the south, Allie, you will see this. You see a number of rat folk, so like large sentient kind of like secretive nim rats that are like rough the size of a human, riding on what look like giant fucking hyenas, and they are just barreling towards you at full fucking speed, charging. And these look like, it's almost like dragoons, where like they're here to fuck up infantry. And you hear war horns in the north, signaling that like that battle is not long to keep going. And then another, like, a much larger version of that thunderbolt happens, except the sky just, storm clouds gather and just rain down on the metal ship. Just, and then go away. So at this point, it is Allie's turn, as you know, like, your friends are on their way and will be here presently, because your flanks are not that far from you. They'll be here in, like, a couple of rounds at most.
Okay. Well, smack the lady in front of me. Still staying at range because I can.
Glaive.
Poke.
2 hits.
16 and 20. Con saving throw for her, please. Because gosh, would I ever love to just give Tessa some free advantage there.
20?
I think she makes it.
Okay.
She needs to make another con saving throw, because I can do this on both hits.
Recording your damage quick. Nope, stunned.
Great. Bonus action, I enter defensive fighter stance.
Kiki.
Okay, he is going to lob a explosive, I guess, here to try and get these two. What are they again? Archers, or what's their deal?
There's 4 archers kind of hanging out down there.
Yeah, so she's going to, unless, like, Nikki, are you worried about, like, the people around you or the sinkhole people taken care of? Like, should she focus?
I'm
ones near.
not super stressed about them.
Okay.
They're a little bit concerning, but the sad anime girl's probably more of an immediate problem.
But she's stunned, and Tess is right in front of her, so I'm
Oh,
kind
true.
of not.
We'll beat the shit out of her.
Yeah, kind of.
Either one would be good to deal with, honestly.
Yeah, Tessa's about to
Just,
smack the shit out of her. I think you could safely hit other things.
Okay, so your sinkhole people, are they, like, trapped or taking more damage, or that was like
No,
a one?
it was just a single, like, instantaneous effect. So they're fine. They're just over there now.
Okay.
They'll just have to walk back up here to hit me.
Okay, so Kiki will do. I'll get these 2 spearmans or whatever they are that's near Thrax and
No,
Nikki?
they're winter greens.
What? Oh, wow.
Rather I would kick you from the call if I could.
So it's wow. Wow. Okay. I think I took psychic damage from that. So it's a dex save from them.
Nope. 6 and a 3 on the dice.
All right, so they take 36. Wow, that's really some low rolls in there. It takes 36 damage.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay, boom. And then Kiki's going to, just because I want to try this, because she's got a new scholar feature called Commanding Strike. So she's going to give up her second attack, and to Tessa, she's going to be like, hit him again! And so Tessa can use a
Alright.
reaction. She can use a reaction.
So that means I
to-
can hit her right now? Is that how that works?
Yep. That I
Alright.
give up mine to like that, and then I can add.
And she's stunned, so I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
A good thing I had advantage. 25. I'm assuming that hits.
Yep.
Alright, so she is going to take 41 damage, and she has to roll to be blinded. I guess she's just blinded.
That's a con save. She can still make those.
And she
that-
takes an extra 2 damage from my academic superiority
Yep,
die,
calm.
just in case.
She's dead.
Nice.
For the 2
Yay!
extra damage, she's dead.
I wanted
I
to
hit her
use
with the
that.
sword, and then it's pew.
Okay, excellent.
Tessa, you're up.
That's it.
Okay, so that frees me up a little bit.
Yes. Clear house.
I'm just trying to decide whether I want to go for the
Mhm.
archers or... I mean, I think there's more of them up there, and I can get to them quicker. So I'm going to try to stop them here. So I'm going to fly up, and my boat's going to be attacking here. Let's say that the boat fires at this group here.
It hits the group. Oh no.
Boom!
Oh no. Oh no, these poor archers. Wow, these archers are fucked. You folks see a big shell come by, and thanks to the Kanakanakas, just paste those guys.
There you go. Alright, now I can actually start hitting these dudes. First is going to be the guy that's my direct left.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Does a
good.
28 hit.
Yep.
Alright, he takes 33. Let me...
He's dead.
I was dead.
They
Alright,
got
next
pretty
one.
fucked up in the gravity sink. They don't have much health.
34.
Dead.
35. Then the one in front of me, last one. It's a 20.
Aren't you hasted?
Yeah, that's my third
Oh,
attack.
Okay. That hits this guy.
Yeah, 39 damage.
Dead.
Alright, that's all I can do.
Thrax is up. He's going to cast Barrage and point it.
That's all I can do, she says.
And point it so it doesn't hit Tessa.
Wholesale slaughter 3 people once.
Nope. And you watch as his arrow flies. It explodes into like splinters and shrapnel, and these 3 just go down.
Nice.
And at that point, folks, you have cleared the battle board.
Alright, I'm gonna move back then if we're out of initiative order.
Yep. So as time goes on, you folks have basically cleared that. There are a few more mooks coming off the boats, but your reinforcements show up, and you're noticing that in the south is the Anshin boats coming up, and to the north, though, you watch as there's no ironclad up there. It's just sort of wooden ships, and all of a sudden, as looking up their alley, you notice like every now and again one would just disappear. You're not really sure what's going on because you're like focused on what's in front of you. And finally, you see where they've been going is a giant snapping turtle comes up and it just snaps it right in half. And you see that the sailors are just kind of the ones that are trying to swim to shore, just kind of disappearing underwater as if they're being pulled
Merfolk
down.
have arrived.
Yeah. But that one did get away and scurried off somewhere.
Fucking shadow dudes.
I'm assuming a perception check will show me absolutely nothing, but I still want to see if, can I see him trying to get away anywhere?
Sure, you can certainly give it a shot.
You can certainly try.
No, crit. Stranger things have happened. 31.
Well, let's see.
I will say, if he's gone down this way, my wall of fire is still there, and you cannot benefit from invisibility within 10 feet of the wall.
Oh, they did not go by the wall of fire. That would have been...
Alright.
They're smarter than that. What you do see, though, is you don't see them, but you do see a pack of werewolves on all fours just booking after something in the distance. Because you can be invisible, but you can't stop smell.
Nope. Werewolves are on it.
Yep.
For a second, Allie is, tempted to pop into fox form and join them, but she's like, probably.
We've got some owies to take care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the battle...
Kiki,
Yep. Go ahead, Randall.
Kiki will use a healing pulse because she just wants to use it, basically. I know that Tessa's got lots of healing, but she'll use the holy sheep function to just give a little
Holy
healing
sheep.
to everyone.
Holy shit.
Five whopping hit points to everyone in a 40-foot radius.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Allie will summon Stormlight, and she'll slowly start to... You'll see, things will start knitting themselves back together. It won't be quick, but it'll be, kind of slow, consistent healing.
Tessa will spread out her lay of hands pool between everybody that got hit. So Allie, Thrax, Nikki, and herself.
Yeah, Thrax will also begin healing as he is part cleric, so he will start to give those things out. But basically, you have repelled this seeming invasion, Gaffers, and as you all head back to the temple, you notice that Bendo is once again, Allie, sitting very smugly in your office, waiting for you.
What'd you do, love?
Oh, some of my associates have a present for you all.
You caught him, didn't you?
Well, I didn't. You know how I feel about running.
Yes. Only if I'm chasing you through the woods.
Mm-hmm. And she leads you down to a basically holding area that the temple has. And you see a human gentleman, blonde, quite large, like 6 foot, but kind of gaunt and lanky, is muzzled and tied to a chair and in a cell. And we will deal with that next week.
Yeah.
Yay.
So from all
Oh shit, it is 11 o'clock.
yeah, it's that one for a while, folks. So from all of us here in Ryam, thank you, folks, and we will see you next week.